In this video, we will try to understand what a FX forward instrument is, how it functions with an example. Let's start with the definition of a forward contract, because this is an FX forward is a if we break it down, it is FX and a forward contract. FX, we know it is a buying and selling of a pair of currencies, right? And a forward contract. A forward contract is nothing but an agreement between two counterparties to buy or sell any underlying instrument at a fixed rate that is decided today and on a future date, that would be bought or sold on a future date for a rate that is fixed today. Now, when we talk about FX forward, this is nothing but an agreement between two parties to buy or sell a currency in future for a rate that is fixed today. Now we all know that I have already mentioned forward contracts are OTC traded, and similarly the same thing, that is futures, are traded on exchanges. Why? Because futures are highly standardized products and forward contracts are highly customized products between which can be customized as per the requirement between the two parties involved. Parties, or that could be a IB, investment bank, or any financial institutions that deals in forward contracts in between, right? So let's see with an example we have. So similarly, we have the same definition. You can read this if you want. We have a notional amount. Notional amount is the amount on which the forward contract is taken. It could be $500,000, $100,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. On that, so that amount is going to be changed. That amount is going to get changed between the counterparties. One major difference between notional amount in swaps and forward is that in swaps the notional amount does not change hands, right? The notional amount does not change hands because in swaps notional amount is used to calculate the floating and fixed rate, but in case of a currency the notional amount is the principal amount, and that is what is changed hands between the counterparties on the settlement date. Then we have a currency pair. A currency pair could be anything. Currency pair could be USD INR. We have GBP INR. Sort of that. Settlement date is the date at which, as I said, the forward contract would be settled among counterparties. The spot rate is today's rate. So for the same currency pair, what is today's spot rate? For example, today's spot rate of USD INR is 82.7. Right, that means if you want to buy 1 USD, you have to shell out 82.7 INR. Forward point adjustment, pre-approved rate, that means how many points are adjusted, sort of that, on settlement date. So let's just understand more about the forward contract with the help of an example. Now we have two countries. One country is ACME, that one country is UK. We have one country that is present in UK, and we have another country that is present in US. Right. Now, it is said that Acme is making a machinery purchase from US company in 6 months. They would like to hedge. Now, if Acme is making a machinery purchase, that means it is going to pay US in dollars. It is going to pay US in 6 months from now, and they like to hedge. So what Acme does is Acme sells GBP and buys USD. Now if we want to pay US for machinery $500,000, what Acme has done is that it has fixed uh, its exchange rate to buy $500,000 6 months from now, today, at a rate that is 1.21. That means the GBP USD is 1.2100 whatever. So for 1 GBP, you will have Acme is ready to pay 1.21 dollars. That means if it wants to buy $500,000, it will have to shell out $500,000 divided by 1.21, that is around 413k pounds, right? Pounds. This is what Acme would be paying 6 months from now. As it says, Acme has secured the cost of machinery at fixed rate, that is, this is a fixed rate, but does not need to pay GBP until agreed settlement date. You have to understand, forward contracts are not daily settled, right? Forward contracts are settled on settlement date. That's why. Now, on the settlement date, settlement date arrives. Now, on settlement dates, Acme pays GBP and receives USD. Right? Acme pays GBP, receives USD from the dealer, and then it is going to pay US this amount, $500,000, regardless where the prevailing market is trading. This will represent an opportunity cost or gain according to the prevailing market rate. Now, what does it mean, opportunity cost or gain? Because, for example, in the spot market, let's just say after 6 months, the spot market for GBP after 6 months, the spot market for GBP USD is, let's just say 1.25, right? Let's just say it's 1.25. Let's take 2-3 examples. 1.25, or the spot market for GBP USD is 1.18. So I have taken two examples which is above and below of what we have fixed in our forward contract, just to give you an idea and example. Now, what would have happened if had Acme not entered into the forward contract, and on the day of settlement, 6 months, it had just got into it would have just got into a spot market and then exchanged GBP for USD. What would have happened? Now, if the spot market is 1.25, how much would Acme had paid in GBP? To calculate that, so it has to pay US company $500,000. So it would have So if the rate is 1.25, it would have paid $500,000 divided by 1.25, that is 400,000 pounds. Had it been 1.18, $500,000 divided by 1.18, that is 423 something thousand dollars. So you can see, now you have to understand, what does this mean? What does this mean? It means in 1 GBP you can buy more USD. That means the currency has appreciated. That means GBP has appreciated in USD. So this would have been better option for Acme, right? Because Acme is basically paying more. 13,000 pounds more in the forward contract. But had the currency depreciated, had in this in 1 GBP you can only buy 1.18 USD. That means USD has appreciated, right? And GBP has depreciated. In this, GBP has appreciated and USD had depreciated. So in this scenario, had GBP been depreciated against USD, Acme would have needed to pay 10,000 pounds extra, right? So this is what it means. There is a gain and loss in the spot market. So this is what the currency fluctuations that they wanted to hedge against, right? So that is it for today. Thanks.